50 years ago, national service was compulsory. Every young man aged between 18 and 24 did 2 years in the army. From 1947 to 1961, over 2.5 million young men were called up. For the conscripts, it was often their first taste of discipline.
Move! Come on, move yourself! Come on! The gravy in the cookhouse moves quicker than you lot! Move it, move it, move it! You horrible people are now serving for Queen and country. What are you smiling at? Do you fancy me? Have you missed your woman already? Has anything fallen in your underpants recently? Stop laughing! Stop laughing! Pick up your kit and your crap and make your way through the gate to the furthest vehicle. Come on, quickly!
These lads are volunteers, but 50 years ago, they had no choice.
Yeah, mate, army. They'll be sorry they ever called me up.
I left home, I left my watch and any valuables, and I thought, the minute I get there, I'm going to be amongst violent criminals, you know. I mean, I had no idea what to expect.
The thought of national service was abhorrent to everybody I knew.
I didn't want to go. I've still got the marks on my back where they dragged me from under the table.
To find out if today's youth could survive a month of basic training, 30 volunteers were required. It's the opportunity of a lifetime to go back in time.
Captain!
The main reason why I want to be a Lads Army soldier,
I need something to do other than sleep. Prove to the older generation that young people aren't all that bad.
My dad's put me up to this.
I wanted to be in the army and train for the army, but my mum wouldn't let me.
I'm just up for it, really.
Come on, quickly!
Time will go that terrible tailgate, and then you'll be sort of shoveled out, just like cattle all pouring out of the back of a truck.
Come down, lad. I'll be back in a minute.
You hit the deck, get yourself down here, the language is flying, and you stood in a row, and you are a mess. I mean, you are a mess.
What is that in your right hand?
It's football corporal.
Is it? Let me have a look. Get your hands out of your pockets and I'll rip them off. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir. I'm corporal. Say it again.
Yes, corporal.
Raise your front. Chins up everywhere.
Recruit Jody Copeland has a lot to prove.
Good morning, British Gas. Jody speaking. How can I help? I get shouted at every day. I work on the high-level complaints team, dealing with lots of angry customers. When the Sergeant Major shouts, it's probably going to be petrifying. It's going to be a lot harder than what I get shouted at work. I applied because my girlfriend, Michelle, said that I was a bit of a wimp.
I just said to him, go on, wimp, just go for it. You always say you're going to do things, and he doesn't actually do it.
Go on, do it.
I like to think that I wasn't a wimp. We're going to find out soon.
Are you a pup? What?
No, corporal.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
You think, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? I've not done nothing. I've not murdered anybody. I've not robbed anybody. I've not knocked any old woman out or mugged anybody. So why am I 500 miles from home? Why am I here?
The training camp on the south coast has been fitted out to exact 50 specifications, from the sleeping quarters to the washrooms. Everything is as it was 50 years ago.
Stand at ease, relax.
Welcome to the National Service Training Depot of the Essex Regiment. The aim of the next 4 weeks is to turn you, a greasy, long-haired, idle rabble, into professional soldiers worthy of serving in the Essex Regiment. The next 4 weeks are going to be tough, both physically and mentally. Okay, all I can do is wish you good luck, and I look forward to seeing your progress during the next 4 weeks.
From now until their training ends in 4 weeks' time, the recruits of Lads Army will have no contact with the modern world.
Surname?
Hampson.
Hampson what?
Hampson, sir.
Sergeant.
Sergeant.
Call me, sir. Surname?
Sanford.
Sanford what?
Nicky Sanford.
No!
Webb.
Webb what?
Webb. That's my surname, sir.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Get thrown back in! Get thrown back in!
The recruits will be under the control of two British Army Sergeant Majors, Richard Nuyakis, who served in Kosovo and Bosnia,
Did I tell you to move?
and Joe Murray, a paratrooper with active service in Sierra Leone and Northern Ireland.
Loader!
Yes, Corporal!
Loader!
Yes, Corporal!
They'll be serving as 1950s corporals and have been fully briefed on how to conduct basic training as it was back then. A far cry from military practices of today.
Lift your chin up. And the other one. Do not laugh. Come into me. Come here.
I'm Michael Honzik, 18. I live with my mum in Middlesbrough and I'm a student. At college I study 3D design. I really enjoy it because it allows me to get my ideas out. All my thinking in my head goes onto my paper. I think the longest period of time I've been away is about 2 weeks last summer when I went away with the lads on holiday. And that was a good experience. But then, come the second week, I did start getting a bit homesick because I'm like 18 and I'm like only young. So maybe some of the other big guys might pick on me, but I'm sure I'll see him off.
I think there will be times he'll miss female company because he does like female company.
Oh, my girlfriend Gemma bought me this little teddy, and I've given her one, and it's sort of like when I'm not there she looks to hers, and when she's not there I look to mine, so it sort of reminds me of her. I hope to find out my physical and mental weaknesses, how far I can be pushed.
I must not laugh on parade.
I must not laugh on parade!
Keep saying it, I'll tell you when to stop.
I must not laugh on parade! I must not laugh on parade! I must not laugh on parade! I must not laugh on parade!
Keep going.
I must not laugh on parade!
What do you never want to do? Get your arse down.
I never want to laugh again, Corporal!
Tell me.
I never want to laugh again, Corporal!
And actually...
And actually, I'm quite stupid, actually!
Get fell in. That's your last warning.
In keeping with 50s military practice, the recruits are divided into two sections.
Headman, Poulter, Rossiter.
One section is run by Corporal Murray, the other by Corporal Nuyakis.
No!
Michael Honzik draws the short straw.
Go. Quickly.
I must not laugh on parade. I must not laugh
It's going to be a long, hard month for the recruits.
I must not laugh on parade.
They were all shout, you know. Don't stand there looking like a bloody seductive blonde! Swing your arm or I'll rip it off and beat you about the body with a soggy end! How many stripes can you see there? 3. I'm a sergeant, Dale Nick.
And you're in for about 4 hours. And it just frightened the shit out of you.
Turn about. Get in.
Up to 300 people are killed every year in accidents where the driver has fallen asleep at the wheel. Before you feel too tired, pull off the road into a services or other safe area. Drink some strong coffee and take a quick nap while the caffeine kicks in.
If you're having a nap, you've left your lights on, sir.
Alright, cheers.
Think. Don't drive tired.
If you want to feel involved in what's going on around you, you need to get involved in what's going on around you. Voting gives you a say in important issues that affect us all. But first, you have to get on the electoral register. To find out how, visit our website.